hope it always stays, you know, as it was, like their own. It resembles them, their culture. It's just so nice to see. Right, come on, India. What have you got for me? We've done the Philippines top 10 places, although I think I didn't show everything. It was more islands. I'll do another one on that. But India, big following in India. All the Sidhu videos, Quran videos, everybody. Indian fans have been absolutely fantastic. Like, everyone's so supportive. So I thought, you know what? I've checked out Philippines. Let me check out top 10 places to visit in India. This might not be right. There might be better places that you know. So please let me know in the video if I'm not looking at the best places. Let me know where you live. Tell me about the food. Tell me how much it would cost for me to buy a meal over there. Authentic tasting. You know what I mean? What's the best dish from where you are? What's your best dish in your area? I just love other cultures and I want to see. So I'm going to do top 10 places to visit in India. Instagram, if you haven't followed us, is there. All mine and Ben's channels down in the descriptions. Check them both out. And hopefully soon we'll be joining you in 100,000 subscribers. So maybe Philippines and India next year, if we can not afford it, but maybe we'll set up an OnlyFans account to fund us a India trip and Philippines trip. But you know what? Top 10 places in India, let's go.
India is an enormous and diverse destination, bordered by 7 different countries, not to mention the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal, means that there are many different sides to the country. More than 20 official languages, multiple religions, and a variety of cuisines exist within India's borders.
I'd love to try out some of these like street markets that I see. You know, are street markets really good for authentic food, or is that just like a place that you wouldn't really go?
To truly experience the breadth of Indian culture and history, travel is key. Here's a look at the best places to visit in India.
India just seems such a world of its own, like an experience. And so historic as well.
Number 10. Udaipur. The city of lakes, Udaipur glistens romantically on the edge of the desert in Rajasthan. The city is protected by lush hills and is where you can find the mesmerizing lake palace in the middle of a tranquil lake. Another captivating sight is the imposing but graceful city palace, along with the monsoon palace, which stands out with walls made of gleaming white marble. Explore old temples, walk the winding streets of this fanciful corner of India, and slip into times past inside its ancient bazaars.
What is it like for tourism? Is it overcrowded with tourists or what?
Number 9. Amritsar. The Punjabi city of Amritsar lies on the border with Pakistan and is home to the holiest of Sikh sites. The Golden Temple is in the heart of the old walled city. This serene Sikh shrine provides a place for reflection and inspiration. You can tour the Golden Temple regardless of religion, but you will need to show respect by covering your head and removing your shoes. The streets surrounding the temple are a frenetic fusion of people, markets, and activity. Be sure to pick up some traditional goods, such as hand-embroidered fabrics and delicately ornate shoes.
How nice are the people? Like, what are the people like? If me and Ben went there, and we're just touring around, like, is everyone really helpful? How many people speak English as well? You know, if we went just to try to get around speaking to people, maybe we could learn some new language, you know, get around. This is what I want. I'm hungry now, so this food, whatever I'm about to see, is going to look good.
Number 8. Ladakh. In northernmost India, in the heavily disputed Kashmir region, is the mountainous destination.
Like when you think India, you never think mountaintops with snow. Like as I reckon for Western culture, when you see India, you think dry market stalls, stuff that you see in films. You never like expect pure green and snow. It's like amazing.
Of Ladakh. This region is large, but it has a low population density and a number of nomadic residents. Breathtaking, pristine scenery is a major draw to the area, but virtually all travelers will also spend time in the town of Leh. The town is located at a very high elevation, and it is home to the 17th century palace of the King of Ladakh. Buddhist culture is also prominent in Leh, and you may wish to explore some of the many Buddhist monasteries and temples.
Sometimes I wish they never showed these places. Like
Number 7. Goa Beach.
In like some beautiful places out there, I feel like only if you are there you should know about them. Like these people, like all these pictures on Instagram of like nice untouched places by barely anybody. The places that have been well kept are like, they shouldn't be like tourist places, you know what I mean? It should be something you stumble upon, 1 in a million chance, and have like the luckiest experience in the world.
Beaches. On the western coast of India is Goa, a former colony of Portugal that blends Indian culture with colonial influences and plenty of international tourism. Goa is popular largely because of its spectacular beaches. The busiest of all is Kendalum Beach, where travelers from around the world flock to soak up the sun. Gilltyyy Beach, by contrast, is far less crowded. It is also an amazing place where you can walk to Chapora Fort and admire the sandy coastline from a new perspective. Palolem is considered one of the most beautiful beaches in all of Goa, with its natural bay surrounded by lofty headlands on either side.
I feel like India is like a 6-month trip minimum. There'd be so much to see. It's just the price that's the bothering thing. Hopefully we can become big YouTubers and that and fund it, but right now we've got about £20 each.
Number 6. Delhi. If you're spending any time in northern India, you will almost certainly visit the capital city of Delhi. The enormous, sprawling destination is home to several districts, and it is considered to be one of the oldest cities in the world. One of the top sites in Delhi is the Red Fort, which was built in the 17th century. The Red Fort is made from sandstone, and you will be able to walk through its Lahore Gate, into the bazaar, through the Jewel Palace, and even into the former residence of the Sultan. While in Delhi, you should also make time for the many museums and religious structures that make up the city.
I'd love to see the historic stuff as well. I'm obsessed with like historic things. Things that were built, things that are built and you don't understand how they built them, and like so perfectly, like how they made such symmetry and such artistic monuments out of their bare hands. There's just so much going on. It seems so different with like there's such cramped places.
Number 5. Ellora and Ajanta Caves. In the state of Maharashtra, you can explore the caves of both Ellora and Ajanta. At Ellora, there is an enormous complex of shrines carved from the rocky landscape. These 34 cave shrines are up to 1,500 years old, and they are from 3 distinct religions: Buddhism, Jainism, and Hinduism.
How did they make that? How did they make that? Like, how do people build such things back then? And I thought I was going to say Maharaja Jinder Mahal then, but no, if you know Jinder Mahal is.
2 hours away is Ajanta, which is home to 29 caves. The Ajanta caves are covered in murals and paintings, most of which reflect Buddhist stories. While the two cave complexes are 2 hours away from one another, it is well worth visiting both to compare these incredible attractions.
I feel like intimidated. There's so much around you to take in at one time. I feel like before going you should do research on what you're looking at. There's so much history, every little detail means something
Number
different.
4. Varanasi. A city that may seem strange to many Westerners, Varanasi is of great religious importance. The holy city sits on the banks of the divine Ganges and is believed by Hindus to be a sacred place of pilgrimage. The city is known for the religious practices that take place on the Ghats alongside the river. Pilgrims wash themselves in the waters of the Ganges, and the bodies of Hindus are cremated. The sights of life and death along the riverside can be shocking, but a visit to Varanasi is also contemplative and ultimately helps visitors to further understand India's deep cultural and spiritual practices.
This is something I wanted to ask. What is the flag? Right, so Sidhu Muswala put a story on his Instagram the other day, and on his tractor he had that symbol, which in like, if you showed it to 90% of the world, they think it's the Nazi flag. But what is that flag? Not flag, but that symbol. I wondered as soon as I saw it, and I thought, it must mean something else, so what is it? I love to take one of them boats and just go out on like sunset. I know it's nice for people that mix and like.
Number 3.
The thing is, like, now everyone's going to different countries, everyone's migrating and stuff. And everyone wants everyone to be the same. But I love seeing, like, people's own culture, you know, like India. Imagine if everyone just moved. If me and, like, everyone from England just moved over there and from every other country and started messing with the culture, it wouldn't be the same. It's just so nice seeing these people who have just lived the same way for so long, and that's, like, their home. And they allow people in. But I hope it always stays, you know, as it was, like, their own. It resembles them, their culture. It's just so nice to see. I know it's nice for everyone to mix, like I'm saying, but I just love people having their own culture in their own ways.
Kerala. The southwestern state of India, known as Kerala, is a place of tropical beauty. Palm trees, white sand.
What I mean is, you know, like, I can go over there, but I would want to go over there to experience their lifestyle, not mine. Do you know what I mean?
Beaches and ecotourism are all big reasons to explore the region. Besides its famous backwaters, elegant houseboats, and temple festivals, Kerala is also home to the Thekkady Tiger Preserve. The hub of Kerala is the city of Kochi, where you can see the local fishing industry thriving along with modern high-rises and colonial architecture.
Somewhere like that, I'd love to be somewhere like that. What's like with insects and creepy crawlies and like spiders over there? It's like the Shire from The Lord of the Rings.
Number 2. Agra. Agra is known for one thing, the iconic and ultimately impressive Taj Mahal. Set on the south bank of the Yamuna River, the Taj draws millions of tourists a year. Built by an emperor as an extravagant memorial to his wife, the mausoleum's porcelain white marble is an emblem of romance and adventure. Agra itself sits in the shadows of its imposing monument, but is a small and welcoming city. The ancient Mughal-era Agra Fort is an attractive spot to visit. Peer over the walls and catch your first hypnotizing glimpse of the Taj.
I've never wondered, can you go inside? What is that? Are these just houses right next to it? So how hot is it in India? Like, is it humid hot? Is it like the sun hot? Is it both?
Number 1. Jaipur. The pink city of Jaipur is the capital of Rajasthan and is where you can find the beautiful Amber Fort, a sprawling, stunning complex set in the hillside overlooking a lake. Located just outside of the city and built in 1592, the grandiose citadel was also a palace for some time, but is now an impressive tourist attraction. Make sure to take a trip to the opulent city palace with its stunning courtyards and gardens, plus the amazingly intricate Palace of Winds. Jaipur forms one corner of the Golden Triangle, and it also makes a great gateway into the lesser-known destinations with